Hari Om, who is online? Oh, Hari Om Patniji. Today there is a different schedule. I hope you know. Meditation. Yes. Uh, After good. After meditation, there is some announcements. Very important announcements. Uh, You have an iPhone. You can download the app. It's free. It's called Gita 365. Yes. Sure. You go to app and it's a new. I mean, it's not a new app. It's been there for a long time. Swamiji told everyone to download this app on their phone, and we'll play at the beginning of the class. Everybody will play together. Yeah. I will play from my phone. You play from your phone, like that. All participants play from their own phone. It is one sloka per day by Swami Chinmayanandji. It will take 7 minutes, probably 5 or 6 or 7, because various sloka has various timings. So he will tell very short. I mean, one sloka you can speak for hours, but he will talk very shortly that message for that particular day. Today is Saturday, so there is one sloka, and tomorrow Sunday, another sloka. Anybody else logged in? Can you see me on the laptop or okay? This is on the meditation site. I don't know how. Yeah, it's a different site. Yeah. No, that's for the class. This is meditation. Um, Sunil ji has sent this to every. Okay. So two people have signed in so far. Anybody else other than Padmini? Oh, I can send you the in email. What's your email address? Gmail. Okay. Did you get it? I sent it. Okay. Okay. This email I send you right now, is it working? It- Okay. Okay. Three people have signed in. Anybody else on the phone other than Padmini? That I think they don't have the telephone conference number. Oh, um, can you send to all? Is there a way? Oh, sure, sure. I don't know what. Ariom, who is that? I, will start the prayer. ॐ सहनाववतु सहनौ भुनक्तु सह वीर्यं करवावहै तेजस्विनावधीतमस्तु मा विद्विषावहै ॐ शान्ति शान्ति शान्तिः अखण्डमण्डलाकारं व्याप्तं येन चराचरं तत्पदं दर्शितं येन तस्मै श्रीगुरवे नमः अज्ञानतिमिरान्धस्य ज्ञानाञ्जनशलाकया चक्षुरुन्मीलितं येन तस्मै श्रीगुरवे नमः गुरुर्ब्रह्मा गुरुर्विष्णु गुरुर्देवो महेश्वरः गुरुरेव परं ब्रह्म तस्मै श्रीगुरवे नमः स्थावरं जङ्गमं व्याप्तं यत्किञ्चित् सचराचरं तत्पदं दर्शितं येन तस्मै श्रीगुरवे नमः चिन्मयं व्यापियः सर्वं त्रैलोक्यं सचराचरं तत्पदं दर्शितं येन तस्मै श्रीगुरवे नमः त्वमेव माता च पिता त्वमेव त्वमेव बन्धुश्च सखा त्वमेव त्वमेव विद्या द्रविणं त्वमेव त्वमेव सर्वं मम देव देव त्वमेव सर्वं मम देव देव. गीताध्यानम्. ॐ पार्थाय प्रतिबोधितां भगवता नारायणेन स्वयं व्यासेन कृतितां पुराणमुनिनां मध्ये महाभारतम् अद्वैतामृतवर्षिणीं भगवतीम् अष्टादशाध्यायनीम् अम्ब त्वामनुसन्ततामि भगवद्गीते भवद्वेषिणीम् यं ब्रह्मा वरुणेन्द्ररुद्रमरुद स्तुन्वन्ति दिव्यैस्तवै वेदैः साङ्गपदक्रमोपनिषदैर्गायन्ति यं सामगाः ध्यानावस्थिततत्कतेन मनसा पश्यन्ति यं योगिनः यस्यान्तन्न विदुर्सुरासुरगणाः देवाय तस्मै नमः देवाय तस्मै नमः सर्वधर्मान् परित्यज्य मामेकं शरणं व्रज अहं त्वा सर्वपापेभ्यः मोक्षयिष्यामि मा शुचः. ओम श्री गणेशाय नमः. ओम श्री सरस्वत्यै नमः. ओम श्री चिन्मय सद्गुरुवे नमः. Hari Om. Hari Om, everybody who was signed in for the meditation class. We will do step by step procedure how to meditation. We will explain introduction to meditation. Meditation in Sanskrit is called dhyanam. If you break that word, it is di and ayanam, two words. Di meaning buddhi, ayanam meaning path, transition in a certain direction. Movement in a certain direction is called ayanam. You must have heard Dakshinayanam, Uttarayanam, the northern scholastic path of the sun and southern scholastic path of the sun. That is called Dakshinayanam. Ayanam of buddhi is what we are dealing with. Our own buddhi, intellect, have to go beyond. Beyond what? Beyond the body, mind, intellect, and also sense perceptions. So that prakriya, that process is not difficult. Those listening to this speech, some of you already may have done some part of meditation either before or some may be new. It's all different. But there are so many books, so many masters, so many Swamijis, so many lectures on YouTube everywhere about meditation. Meditation is not a verb. Do not misunderstand. It is not a verb, it is a noun. It is not something you do. When you do something, it is called verb, action. Meditation is a noun which happening to the mind automatically. Now, how it happens, when it happens, that and all we will deal separately. Today, we will discuss about posture. Posture for meditation is very, very important. What is a posture? Those who are listening this sitting on the ground, which is fine, which is the perfect suggested pose recommended by the acharyas. Bhagavad Gita chapter 6 exclusively for dhyana yoga, meaning meditation. And so many meditation in life, so many other books by so many masters are there. Now, the posture, if you are sitting on the ground, folded legs, arms interlocked on the lap, body vertical to the ground, head, neck, and the vertebra column straight in one line. This is a must. Why? Because that Sushumna Nadi and goes through the chakras and all things. The seven chakras are there. But this posture we have to strictly obey. And those who are sitting on the chair, same procedure, head, neck, and vertebral column. And if you are supporting the chair, please come little forward. Do not lean back on the back part of the chair. And the leg, both legs close together on the ground. And now hands, same way, interlock and on the lap. Or you can also choose to be on the knees. Different methods are present. This is the pause we must adhere to, listen to. And once you sit in this pause, the next thing is closing the eyes. Now, when you close the eyes, the outside world cannot be seen. Only one sense organ you are shutting off, which is eyes. You have four remaining sense organs. We know that. We know five sense organs. So only one you're shutting off by closing the eyes. Majority of the Vishayas bringing stimuli through the mind into us is through eyes. That is why eyes to be closed. And when you close the eyes, whatever you see, you can still see. That seeing is your own thoughts, your own samskara, your own vasanas, your own tendencies. That is what you see when you close the eyes. And if you have a Ishta Devata or Deva, anyone, Krishna, Rama, Devi, even Hanuman, or any special deity, bring that form of the deity in the mind. It's easy because it is your Ishta Devata. The process should be free flow, without effort. With effort, you do anything. It has a tension, which has a vibration, which have an agitation in the mind, which is not recommended, which brings calm, which brings quietude to the mind, is the one needed we are looking for. So when you close the eyes, that thought of that Rupa or Devata or Deva comes to mind, and you visualize that Rupa from head to toe. Not necessary you should have a Devata or the Devi Rupa in the mind. You can also have conducive inert object. Swami Vivekananda, in his early days, used to meditate upon a lotus flower. He didn't choose any Deva, did not choose any Devata. His guru Paramahamsa meditate on Kali all the time, every time, but it differs. So lotus flower he picked, and you are looking at it internally, constantly, without disturbance. Similarly, we can choose a conducive inert object which will mind will flow towards it effortlessly. Effortlessly is a key word which I am doing it without effort. Ishtadevada will come immediately to our mind. That's why I said you can pick Ishtadevada. Now slowly sit quiet for some time. Thoughts may gush in. Just be aware of the thoughts. Do not jump into conclusion. Do not jump into hurriness of quietude. Controlling is not the right word. As soon as you start introspection, we can see that so many different types and calibers and qualities and colors of thoughts will gush in, which will distract my concentration. There are many methods to tackle the mind. We will discuss few of them in the coming classes. Take one long, deep breath. Very long, meaning longest you can. Exhale. Slowly open the eyes. Hari Om. Welcome everybody into the class. Today is the first day meditation. It's only an introduction. We'll go in detail in the next class. Hari Om. Now, in Gita class, I have some announcements. Announcements are there. Gita 365. Swamiji asked me to tell everyone to download this app on your phone. It's free. You can download it. Gita 365. That is the name. You can type that. And the message is every day there is one sloka by Swami Chinmayananda explaining it in this app. And Swamiji said, you must play. I have it already downloaded, but I request all of you to download that app and listen to that every day. It brings up the day, what message from Swami Chinmayananda. I will play in my phone. Hari Om. Hari Om. Can you hear me? Now, that was um, Gita 365, and it is everyday message from Swami Chinmayananda. Swamiji suggested we should listen to that, and I have to unmute uh, everybody. So I don't know how that thing works out. So yeah, I. Welcome. This service is provided by freeconferencecall.com. Please enter your access code followed by the pound or hash sign. Please re-enter your access code. Please enter your PIN followed by the pound or hash. Thank you. There are four. Hari Om. All participants are unmuted. Hari Om. Uh, You could hear Hari Om. How was the audio by Swami Chinmayananda's audio? Um, I don't know whether all were able to hear, but okay, very good. Okay, now getting back, couple of more announcements. Next week we'll go into Zoom. So the technicians are working. I'm getting help from other areas, and this 365 will be a daily part of our doing this. And next week, I will not be able to get this feedback today, but there is a suggestion that different books will be taught. I mean, I can choose any book, Atmabodha, Tattva-bodha, Bhajagovinda, Mundagopanishad. Somebody suggested Mundagopanishad. Um, so either way, um, we will take that voting or from next week. I mean, next Saturday, that is 13th of June, and we will do that. And those are the um, main topics of announcement. Unless I missed some, Sunilji, please add. In addition to the Gita? No, instead of Gita. Yeah. Oh, please. Please, please. Yes. Once the okay, Hariom. The last class we'll get back to Gita now, and we have Chandragant ji ready. You don't have need introduction. He's a very senior member. Before me, he started attending classes and is well versed in Bhagavad Gita. So he is going to summarize today. Um, Chandraganji, please. Hari Om. Hmm.
Sorry to interrupt you for a second. Vijayji, can you put it on speaker next to your mic, please?
Yeah, it is already closest to the mic. Can you see my video?
Okay, thank you.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah.
Sure. Go ahead.
The verses that were covered at the last satsang were verses 17 and 18 from Bhagavad Gita chapter 2, which is also called Sankhya Yoga. I shall quickly recite the shlokas and then we will go over the takeaway points that I have.
Yes.
Verse 17 is Avinashi tu tatitiyena sarvamitam tatam vinashamavjayasya na kaschit
Tumarhasi.
turmarhati. Verse 18 is Antavanta ime deha nitya sokta sharina anasino aprameyasya tasmatyutyasva bharata.
Very good.
So, Bhagavad Gita is a spiritual science scripture that studies the subject itself, as opposed to objective sciences that study an object. The above verses elaborate on Sat and Asat. Sat is eternal, beyond the perception of the senses, mind, and intellect, whereas Asat is everything that is manifest and perceived by our senses, mind, and intellect. All of this, Asat, is Nashwan, or has an end. There are 6 ways the Asat can come to destruction: Swatanasha, Paratanasha, Ashrayanasha, Sambandhanasha, Karananasha, and Karyanasha. Before this, and Sat is ever existing, It never comes to destruction. Before this universe manifests, there is only one without a second, which is formless, beyond thought, and beyond speech. Sukha is limited or has an end. Anand, which is bliss, is once attained, is continuous and unending. We do not recognize this, but we are Anand Swarup. Hari Om Priyaji.
Very good, Chandrakantji. I hope all could hear. I was holding the phone closest to the mic. Very well summarized in few words to both the slokas. Um, I would like everyone to speak like this. At least, Hari Om Sunilji. Anything? Okay. Um, Sunilji suggested. Um, Sunilji suggested we have a pen and pencil, pen and pad ready in case if you come across a word which you are not familiar with, then you can note down and you can clear it later. So this one you can say what doubt I had, this word I am not clear, but at least you have it written with you. It's your own notes. And I prefer a book instead of leather rather than a paper, because paper is likely to lose. But anyway, this sloka 18 says that antavantayime dehaha nityashokta sharirinah anashino prameyasya tasmad yuddhasya bharata. They have an end, Arjuna. It is said bodies of the embodied self has an end, and this eternal, indestructible, incomprehensible, because that cannot be nashaha, it cannot brought to an end. Other things have an end. So the essence cannot be destroyed at any matter, any time. Essence is not disturbed. Disturbance is nothing but consciousness, infinite consciousness in the disturbance is the world. The world is nothing but a disturbance in consciousness. And that consciousness is not in the realm of time. It is beyond time. Because no time. Time stands still. We are used to this time because we are living in this world. We are bound to this nasha. We have the 6 different defects when we born in. Mm. Birth, jayate, vardate, viparidamane, avachiyate. All these things are there. So in the form, in the realm of time, everything changes. Without, beyond time, nothing changes. Time stands still. Because I always say, everybody say aham aham. Have you noticed that? I say I, you say I, she say I, he say I, everybody say I. There is no change. So everybody, every being in the whole world is telling I, because I is always there. That's why they say, Upanishad says pratyaksha virodha, because I cannot say that I don't exist, which is pratyaksha virodha. It is against what is being presented. I am there, so how can I say I am not there? So there is no time you can say I am not. That's why I is always there. That consciousness, that absolute, that truth, that reality is always there. Shankara says Bhagwan said it right, because Shankara is the lawyer for Bhagwan, because he he interprets his commentary so so vast that he makes each word of Bhagavad Gita into a book volume. So he doesn't need anyone, but we need, like Manda Buddhists like me, we need repetition again and again. elaborate interpretation. We have stories and examples and whatever. With that, make you understand this sloka means this. Somebody asked Gurudev, Gurudev, everything is given in the book, right? Gurudev said, yes, including examples. Gurudev said, yes, it is given. Then why you need a guru? Good question. So Swami Chinmayananda said to him, why don't you ask the question to book? Ask the book itself. That is another way of replying. Somebody, somebody asks another Mahatma, see, this every knowledge is everywhere in books and CDs and audios and videos. That Mahatma said, yes. In books, yes. Vedas, yes. Everywhere knowledge is there. Then he was asked, second, the last question is, so why we need a guru? Not to Chinmayananda, some other Mahatma. That Mahatma said, you want me to answer that question? Understood? To answer that question, he needs a guru. That's all. He didn't say anything more. And he was silent afterwards. So, this cannot be, you need to have a guru. Now, the Nasha, the six types of Nasha, Chandrakandi already explained to you. Asaya Nasha, Parada Nasha, Swada Nasha, everything. Nasha meaning death. Nityatva is eternity, is also two types. Nasha also two types. Two Nashas first. One is death because of the body is destroyed. We know that. Uh, when the body becomes adarshana, meaning we cannot able to see, that is Nasha. Sushma Sharira we can't see. Oh, ho, ho, ho. The Stula Sharira we can see. Sushma Sharira we can't see. So let's say somebody gets seriously sick, like uh, hospice, terminal disease. That person looks so different, weak, totally, uh, half the size, so weak, even unable to digest that food will find. हैं? तो लोग देखेंगे तो चुप बैठेगा तो नहीं, वो बोलेगा सॉरी, वो सब उसको मिलने जाएंगे. दे सिंपथाइज हिम बट मेंटली नहीं सिंपथाइज नहीं करेगा. फिर बाहर बाहर आके बोलेगा आपने उसको देखा, एकदम पतला हो गया है. कमेंट, कमेंट के ऊपर कमेंट, आपस में बात कर रहे हैं. बट दैट person what he is going through, he only knows. That is subjective. See, he is going chemo after chemo, which is affecting the body, and sometimes the body is not able to take these things, this treatment, because flesh gone, everything gone, you know. This kind of nasha atma does not have. That's what he wanted to say. He say that atma does not have decay, meaning slowly death. And this is actually a slowly death. Huh? So changing this also two types. Nitya also two types. Oh, I didn't know Nitya is only one type. I thought. Hmm. Nitya is two types. What are the two types? Kudastha Nitya, eternal, Dhruvam, that self, that absolute reality is Kudastha Nitya. Then Parinami Nitya. Hmm. Nitya meaning changing Nitya. How changing can be Nitya also? Huh? For example, a river is flowing. You know a river, right? Water is flowing, the, the two banks are there, and the bottom is there, ah, which is still. Banks cannot be still because when the water goes, it eats the banks. It will slowly, the mud will come into the bottom of the river. The bottom of the river is stable. So the top part, the water is flowing, and there is saying you cannot take bath twice in the same river. Meaning when you have a dip, when you come out, the water is gone. There is another water, continuously water. That's why it's called parinami nitya, meaning changing and nitya also. Ah, constantly changing. But this kudastha nitya, ever changing, no matter what it is. There is no water flowing, nothing. It's always same. It's always that is Atma. The Atma is not Parinami Nitya. Atma is Kudastha Nitya. So Nitya, you found out the difference. Now, Aprameya. Mm, each word of the sloka is being described. Aprameya, not comprehensible by the intellect. Ah, the intellect cannot cognize the Atman. That's called Aprameya. Now, Purva Paksha. Mm. Two, two words you have to be very familiar with. When I'm explaining chapter 2, you will find some words which you are not familiar with or which you never heard before. Huh. So, it says Purva Paksha and Vedanta, Siddhanti. Two words. What is a Purva Paksha? In the class when we said Purva Paksha, we used to make fun telling Purva Pakshi. Purva Pakshi means Pakshi means bird. Purva Pakshi means the person from the other side. In English, you'll say devil's advocate. Ah. And Siddhanti means your lawyer, meaning Vedanta lawyer is Siddhanti. It is both are imaginary characters. Mm. When they write this commented commentary of Bhagavad Gita, they start writing this word meaning so and so. They've created these characters, Purva Pakshi and Siddhanti. Now, Purva Pakshi is a person who says, argue from the other side. What he argues, wait. You said Aprameya? Yes. I have a question. Meaning Purva Pakshi is asking, what you said earlier is Atma is the Prameya. Atma is the subject of every Vedantic book or textbook or whatever. Remember you said that? Prameya. What's Prameya? Prameya is the theme of discussion. That's Prameya. Oh yes. Atma is Prameya. And now you say Aprameya. Oh, very good. See, the Purvapakshi is very difficult character. He will go turn something which you said. अरे पहले ऐसा बोला ऐसा अभी क्यों बोलते ऐसा he will argue. इसका habit is argument. Purvapakша. Now see Prameya is the Vedanta Pramana. Vedanta Pramana, Atma is the subject matter, is dealing with all the books, Vedas, Upanishad, Bhagavad Gita, Brahma Sutra, everywhere it's Pramaya is Atma. That is correct. I told not to use the book. Now you say Apramaya. अरे ऐसा कैसा देखाओ पकड़ा पकड़ा वेदांतो नाम उपनिषद प्रमाणम what is prameya of Upanishad is Atma. Agreed. Now you say why aprameya is because Atmana Swata Siddhatvad, meaning Swata Siddhaha. The knowing principle in everyone is that Atma. Oh. Aprameya means incomprehensible for who? Incomprehensible by the body, by the mind, by the intellect. You cannot cognize. Oh, through BMI, through the instruments, वाला क्या उसको बोलते हैं sense organs, कर्म इंद्रिय, nothing. That is income. But the subject matter of dealing with these books is prameya. That's what Siddhanti. Siddhanti is our rescuer, who is the lawyer from our side. He says that. Purabakshi, come, sit down, listen. See, everyone's experience is I am there, right? Yes. I is already there, yes. That is Atma. That is one thing. And Soda Siddhatvad, four things involved in knowing principle. Ah, in knowing something, there are four things actually. Knower, pramata, the knower. Is there? Okay, fine. Prameya, what is to be known? That subject, object matter. Ah, pramana, what is pramana? The means of knowledge. So these three things are there. And prama, the knowledge you gain after studying a book, you get a knowledge that is called prama. Knower is known as pramata. The subject is called pramana, prameya, and prama is the knowledge you gain in the process. You have to write the words pramata, pramana, prameya, and prama. So now the knower is Soda Siddhaha. Meaning, Prameya is what? Atma. Means, what do I want to know? Atma. I'm studying what? Atma. About Atma. So, who wants to know Atma? I. Okay. Understood. That is the difference between you mentioned Aprameya and Prameya. So, now Purapakshi is quiet for some time. He will come back again for some time. So, the Siddha meaning, I am there. I cannot deny. Ah, inquiry is to be conducted. Who is the knower? That's what Ramana Maharshi always says. Koham, koham. Ramana Maharshi's question is, who is this you in you? Difficult question to answer, but you have to delve into that. You have to do inquiry into that. Ah, erroneously, I feel that I am this body, mind, intellect. Erroneously. Actually, it is book says, Veda says, Upanishad says, I am Brahman. Very good. Agree. Intellectually, I accept. Not really accept. हाँ, हम लोग सब we all listen. Ah, very good. I'm Brahman. Oh, very nice. Then somebody think, I know I am great, but I didn't know I am that great. Somebody says that. Brahman is good, but I at this point feel that I am the body. हम लोग एक दिन मर जाएंगे and we will go from this world. I will experience. बाद में क्या होगा मुझे मालूम नहीं. That stage we are. Don't worry. You are all in the process. You are all signed into this class to understand what is something Bhagavan said in Gita and what is sloka meaning to understand. That is the first step of mumutsu. That is the first step to get out of this cycle. Congratulations to all of you. Very good. We are in the process. Ah, first, understand principle. Gurudev's story of sculpture. Hmm. Sculpture is made from stone. Gurudev happened to visit some village where a sculpture is living. So he went there, he talked to sculpture. There were some other people with him. He talked to sculpture and said, I am going to search for a new stone. Okay. Swamiji said, Swamiji Nityananda said, I also come. So sculpture said, स्वामी जी आपके लिए तो इट विल बी डिफिकल्ट वो थोड़ा वो हिल में जाने का ऊपर डोंट वरी आई विल कम तो ही सेड यस so it was in the morning they went with Swamiji to the uphill. There were so many rocks were broken into pieces and lying scattered everywhere. Then he had a hammer. The sculptor had a hammer with him, a small hammer, not a big one, and he touches each stone. Ting, ting, ting. He keeps his ears like this. Ting, ting, ting. He said, no, Swamiji. No means what? Not this stone. How I know? How you know? He heard the sound. I also heard the sound. We also heard the sound. Nothing happened to us. Only sound came. But he went to another stone. No, Swamiji, not this one. Again he walked. He found another stone, long one. Again he did this the same thing. Take, take, take on the stone. Yes, Swamiji, this one. From the sound he came to know this stone he can make a Shilpa, an idol of Krishna. He wanted to make a Krishna. Swamiji wanted a Krishna, so he went there. He said, okay. Then the question came, how you know? He's experienced from the sound he knows which can be taken. So that was a big stone. Two, three people carried that stone into downhill into his um, workshop, hutman. And there he put that down. And he said, Swamiji, this will take few days. If you permit, I will start working on this today. And you can come back after a week or 10 days or whatever. Some part will be completed. Okay, Swamiji. And Swamiji left from the workshop. And he started moving big chunks from the stone. Big chunks. He removed outside pieces first. Big chunks were removed. Now at least some shape is there. And then slowly he started chiseling down, which this statue is not. So what happened is he was removing all those things, and Swamiji came after 2 3 days. There was Krishna. And again after a few days, the little work was done, touching the fingers and the lips and the eyes and small things. It took a long time. The big things removal was easy. Like when we do house thing, the big structure will come easily. The small things will take long time. And the long, finally it was done. And Swamiji told this story in a speech. That's how I know, how people know. He said, why he told this story in a speech? Because the sculpture took this stone from the hill, came down, and he started removing what is not. What is not belongs to this sculpture, to the Krishna idol, he removed slowly, and there was Krishna statue. He was holding the flute, everything fine and dandy, and fun. Even the little touch, even the finger, even the toenails, he could see that. So we have to throw what we are not. That's what we want to establish. What we are not, we have to throw. Our ego, our tendencies for lust and greed and all this, which we are not. We are not. This body, mind, and intellect, we are not. Slowly we throw it out. When it is thrown out, the real I come out. Right now we are carrying, we say we are Brahman, but we carry that thing also. We carry this, the body, the height, the color, the short and long and big and everything. We are tuned to it. We are used to it. That thought in us, we have to completely, slowly, not all of a sudden one day it won't happen. Slowly, we are not the body. When you close the eyes and think that supreme I in reality in me, I am connecting to that. That feeling itself gives us solace. That feeling itself gives us rescue from this world of janana marana dukkha, away from this. So aham in many, to many which we does not belong. Like I am a man, I am a chisel and a hammer and hit it. I am old, hit the hammer right there. That's what Gurudev says. Indriya dharma. It's all Indriya dharma. I can't see, I can't hear, I can't smell. All this mano dharma. And sukha, dukha, sukha, dukha, worried. I'm, oh, this COVID-19 abhi pata nahi khatam when it will finish. I don't know. These are mental, mano dharma. These are called atat dharma as opposed to swadharma. There are two things. Swadharma, which is internal, which is my own. Atat dharma, the dharma of others, other things. These are called atat dharma. All these things are sukha, dukkha, panekritu, all these things. And final throwaway, what is that? Karta, bhokta, ahamkara, chaitanya. I am the doer. Now I am speaking. I have feeling I am speaking. You are listening. I hope you are listening. Ah. So that feeling, that kartaram bhoktaram, and doership and enjoyership is also in me. That also chisel. I put a chisel, hammer it down, take it off. And this prakriya, Swami Gurudev explained. Antavanta ime deha, bodies are antavan, meaning end. End part will come. Ah. Oh, I am going. Body. Oh, body must die, but I'm going. बाकी सब इधर एंजॉय कर रहे हैं, मैं ही जा रहा हूँ. That is the biggest sorrow we have on death. क्योंकि मैं ही जा रहा हूँ, बाकी सब इधर है. Everybody is here and I'm only going. Don't worry, others will come with you in due time. हाँ. नित्य शोक्ता शरीरिणः. तो eternal immutable नित्य वस्तु. The bodies vanish. Bodies. आज तो ये body, tomorrow another body. हाँ. Anasino aprameyasya. Ah, so beyond comprehension. What? Beyond the mind and intellect. So mind and intellect cannot with you beyond you have to go beyond objects, emotions, and thoughts. But this body, mind, and intellect is unable for that. The ability to function the mind and intellect is what it is. I remember that flashlight example, torch wala. मैं बोला था ना पहला that torch, its battery. So it is the power in me able to tell what I want to tell. That is Atma. I don't understand that, but I will in the due course. That's what it is. And there is a story, experience of a story, very good story. Swami Chinmayananda says in elaborately. That story is very good. I am going to tell you. When Swamiji became Swamiji, meaning Balakrishnan Menon was his name. When he became Swamiji, he was in Uttarakanshi, he was staying in a hut. And once somebody, his neighbor, somebody, an old pujari, he came to know that Chinmayananda Swamiji is somewhere in Uttarakanshi. So he wanted to see. Many, many years ago. Hmm, I think, I don't know, in 50s or 60s, many years. So he went to the kutia. He was so happy to see Swamiji. Hari Om Swamiji. So he said, Hari Om, how we come? Everybody fine? Yes. So he looked at it, he said, okay, what you're doing nowadays? He said, I'm doing puja in the temples and other homes and all. Very good. So okay. So Swamiji got some food items and give him also food. And it was night. He said, you have to walk a lot from here. So why don't you stay here? Okay, Swamiji, I will stay here, Swami. He was little bulky, you know, पेट उगा रहा था, um, Pujaris normally are pot-bellied pandits. Swamiji says, but he was a little fat. But anyway, Swamiji was lean and tall, as usual. So he went eating, and he turned the light on. The bulb lit. He has not seen electricity at that time. Yes, Swamiji, you have electricity. Swamiji said, yes. What is there? No, हमारे गांव में तो बहुत कम है. Very few people have electric light. You have electric light. अरे बाप रे, you are great, Swamiji. Swamiji smiled and said, that is nothing, you know. No, but this Swamiji, ये light कैसे जलता है? He was from the village. Now he has to be educated. Now instead of telling teaching him Vedanta, he started teaching science. Okay, he said, okay, when you turn the switch on, it will light. When you turn it off, it will go off. Oh, ऐसा है. Okay, but how is the electricity in that bulb? You want to see? Swamiji bola. Yes. You go, keep a stool there, stand in the stool, and remove the bulb. Put your finger in there and turn on. You will understand. Really? The Pandit took it literally right. And he put a stool and he was able to reach the bulb. He removed the bulb and he turned the light on. And in the empty socket, you know what he did? He put his finger. You know what happens? Oh my God. Thereafter, what happened, Swamiji cannot explain. He just jumped in the stool, fell down, and he was shivering. Ah, he said, Swamiji, I know what electricity is. Swamiji said, very good. Swamiji did namaskaram because Swamiji doesn't know what electricity is. Now Panditji became his guru. So, so Swamiji did namaskaram to him. Now you know. Then he smiled. Swamiji, you want to know? I'll tell you. Pull the stool. Same thing he told. Pull the stool here. Stand. You are taller than me. Huh? You can put your finger there. We don't know whether Swamiji did or not. The story is stopping there. Why the story is stopping there? Because he already communicated what he wanted to communicate. Because that experience of Brahman, no matter how much you study, no matter how much I tell you, no matter how many books you have, Upanishad, Vedas, Prakarana Gandhas, Brahma Sutra, all these piles and piles of, and Guru is there, still you cannot. You will know when you pull the stool, stand on the stool, put the finger, turn on the light, then you will know. Meaning, you will know subjective experience of Brahman will come. And then you will understand. And then you will understand the world is mithya. And so many things after experience is said in chapter 2, Bhagavad Gita chapter 2. How a realized master behave. That was Arjuna's question in chapter 2, end of chapter 2. Abhi nahi, somewhere in 60 or some sloka. He is asking a question. How a realized master feel? Good question. And Krishna answers that question. How he feels, how he talks, how he said, how he communicate, everything. This stool pulling and standing, good example. Gurudev said this. And he talks this very elaborately. This is short I told. Uh, Now the sense organs, the M and I are the equipments of experience. Experience of this world. All of them are inert matter. They don't have life. And They are at this moment. Now it is dynamic. Why? That supreme self is working through me. It gives dynamism to my sense organs. That is consciousness. Ah. Bulb itself cannot be light. You are an intelligent entity. Because of that, bulb is lighting. The saint and sinner can have only one as long as they live. Everybody dies. Dead sinner and dead saint does not have any knowledge. Dead Einstein, no knowledge. Dead person is already gone. Tasmat, Bhagavan says. Tasmat meaning therefore. Arjuna, what says? Tasmat, therefore, fight. You are not or a bloodthirsty monger warmonger. You are called for duty to fight against a group who is unaryan, unethical, who is adharmic. To fight against them is to rise against them. Mm, is your duty. And he says, so in this one, and the Lord now quotes two Vedic mantras. Ah, what to confirm Gita Shastra is intended to remove the cause of samsara, such grief and delusion. It's only false notion. Here he says in the fourth sloka, Katam Bhishmamaham Sankhe Dronam cha Madhusudana Yushubipadiyol Syami Pujarha Varisudana. That people who to be worshipped Krishna, I am killing them. That is the biggest problem Arjuna had. Eh? How, oh Madhusudana, I will fight with arrows. Hmm. Next sloka. I will chant chapter 2, 19th sloka. Okay. Someone said that I have to say the number of the sloka before chanting so that you can take in that particular book that page number 19 sloka. Okay. I will chant. You all can chant together with me. Okay. Yeyenam veti hantaram yachainam manyate hatam upau tau na vichanitah nayam hanti na hanyate ya enam veti antaram. Yeah, he who takes the self as the slayer, meaning dead, and who thinks that he is slain. Ya enam veti hantaram यह यस चैनम मन्यते हतम मेरे को मार दिया. you know in jungles the hunter shoots his gun just just to scare some animals and birds and all. Just he'll shoot one in the air, tak, like that, tak. And some monkeys who's sitting on the branches of tree, you know, पहले तो अकल नहीं है, इसलिए तो बंदर बना है. So there is there is no sense. So he shoots. Damn. When what happened is that the monkey who is sitting on the branch suddenly he'll fall down. वो मेरे को ही लगा है, मेरे को ही मारा है. Immediately he understood. He is taking it granted तो मेरे को ही मारा है. लेकिन उसको मारा नहीं है. It is somewhere else. That bullet has gone somewhere else. He doesn't know that. And after some time, what he will do? He will open his eyes and touch here and there. अरे मैं तो जिंदा हूँ. And he will jump again. Some monkeys are there. You know, suddenly they will jump. मेरे को ही मारा है, मैं ही मारा हूँ. Like that, what we are doing is he takes the self to be mara. He who thinks is a slain. Ya yenam veti hantaram. Yes, chainam manyate ata. He thinks who is a slain. Both of them, both in BMI levels. I do kill and I get killed. Only two people. One is killing, the other is killed, right? And It is both does not know. Both avana vijanitaha. Ah, because like in ocean, so Gurudev always brings ocean and see wave and example. He says, I'm not, when I am destroying a wave, I'm not destroying the ocean. It is still. When a cup is broken, uh, the clay is still there. Of course, the shape is gone. Cup is not there anymore. For utility value, cup is not there. These are two slokas, 19 and 20 from Kathopanishad. Atma does not come, karta or not bhokta either. When you are strong, kartrutva bhava, when you are strong that I am the doer, the Shruti says this karma and that karma and I'll do this, I do that, I'll do later, and everything, drop everything. Kartrutva bhava is to be dropped. I am the doer is to be dropped. And individual says, I did that, I did this. Did you see this? This I built. This one, this is my this thing. This is my certificate. This is my, for who? All those things for anatma only. Huh? Atma doesn't need all these things. It is for self boosting, self pride. We'll talk about that in the next class. What is harming in me, which is standing in the road against me, I should know. These are my enemies to be removed. So, with that, I will conclude. This loka, little more explanation is there. So, we'll explain this some more in detail. Okay? We'll conclude. In the concluding mantra, I told you, have have a bhava in your mind, gratitude in the mind to that parampara, Guru Parampara, all the teachers, all the lineage. When I say teachers, you remember your own teacher from KG, first grade, second grade, all the way up to degree, whatever degree you acquired. There were so many different teachers. Adhyatmic teaching is one which will make me understand other teachers are valid. And namaskaram to them mentally. सर्वे भवन्तु सुखिनः सर्वे सन्तु निरामयाः सर्वे भद्राणि पश्यन्तु मा कश्चित् दुःखभाग् भवेत् असतो मा सद्गमय तमसो मा ज्योतिर्गमय मृत्योर्मा अमृतं गमय ॐ पूर्णमदः पूर्णमिदं पूर्णात् पूर्णमुदच्यते पूर्णस्य पूर्णमादाय पूर्णमेवावशिष्यते ॐ शान्ति शान्ति शान्तिः हरिः ॐ श्रीगुरुभ्यो नमः हरिः ॐ हरि ओम and thank you very much. I hope all could hear. If anybody has any doubt, please. I don't know whether I unmuted or muted, but all can hear now, or
Can you hear me?
yeah. Hari Om. How was the audio?